some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And tonight we've got Boston playing against Hartford. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony. Coach, at this stage of the season, are teams' identities that well-defined?
Well, Kevin, they better be. If you don't have an identity at this point, I don't know how you're going to get one. Look, you're going to improve in whatever you do as the season goes on, hopefully. But your identity by now should be firmly established, what type of team you are and want to be. Teams that don't have that, they're in trouble.
Now the starting group for Hartford. Fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Hartford shooting their first foul shooting of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
Free throw, good. Shea. A good screen into the lane, and the shot is good.
As it got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
To the inside, and Willis gets it to go.
Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. This ball movement by Boston. Ball stolen. From 7. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Inside. And he caught that pass and full stride on his way to that big slam.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Shea outside. Shot clock at 6. Over White. Willis, no good. Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the middle. White, good.
A nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Willis. Boston with the rebound. And this is their first time matched up this year with Hartford. First quarter basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Hartford on offense. They trail by 1. From downtown, they get it again.
Look, that's just great work on the boards. Effort dictates success on the glass more than size.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. To the left wing. Three-pointer. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the team doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with the team. With this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year.
The way these guys moved the ball offensively was really a joy to watch. Great teamwork and unselfishness. And that's why we saw those great assist numbers a season ago.
Here's me. Pass to Nora. back-to-back game against Jacksonville. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Baseline jumper, and Willis pulls it down. Here's Mays with the step back. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. That's the end. Take guys off the dribble.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And this has been a fairly close game for the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
We've got Money. He's out there with Silk. And it's Gabriel in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Boston 5. Money, good on the three-point shot. Money's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Boston. Hartford with the ball. It's a 5-point game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
Here's a one. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Pass to Bertans. And again, Buxton with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Hartford trails by 6. Here's a woman. Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge, huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star. Very difficult. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Team's changing it up here. Pass to Nora. Now Jay shoots the 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Money passes to Silk. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Jenkins. Hartford trails by 5. To the paint. And that one is hammered home.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
It's deflected. Shea outside. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And it's now only a 1-point Boston lead. For Boston, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
About 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. elbow shot is on the way. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Seconds left to play in the first half. Shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
First team foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for Hartford. Number 5. 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. It's White on the wing. A fader. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. Or the 3. And Willis pulls it down. Willis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Hartford leads by only. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And it's time for your fan half-court shots. Please don't.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Taking a look here now at Boston. Right now, a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing back.
Yeah, plenty of adjustments in the early stages.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
And that concludes.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Shea really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spot, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
On the floor for Hartford. Hits the three-point bomb.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
It's White on the wing. Teardrop shot. A second chance effort. And it's good on the way. He has 5.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Second half of basketball, just over an played so far. Pass to Jay. From the arc. And Hartford hits again from deep.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 to shoot. The train. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Vito Circolo was a big part of what we did in Orlando. Was the most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
Mr. Willis launches it. Rebound, Boston.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Goes up on the wing. It's Shea with a rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Shea.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Money. 20 feet out. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Money's got 5 now. Hartford leading by 5. Pass to Jenkins. Shea outside.
Boston foul. Number 3. First personal foul. Second team
shooting
foul.
their 6th and 7th free throw attempts
Shooting
tonight.
for Hartford. Number 5. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Boston making a switch here. Gabriel's checked in. And a switch here also for Hartford. Jordan Ward. He's checked in for Shea. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Gabriel. Here's Silk. Puts up a deep 3. And Willis pulls it down. Willis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Berton's in the post. Nails the baby hook. Berton's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Here's Mays. Still yet to score. Here's the screen. And the layup's good off the glass. Mays has got the lead up to 8 now for Hartford. And we've reached the end of the third. Hartford on top, up 8. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with a pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Silk. Money out there with Lewis. Then there's Davis Bertans. And it's Shelton in at the center. That's the Boston 5. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Jenkins. Hartford leading by 8. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Shooting for Hartford. Jenkins at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break.
That free throw missing. Nice check in for Boston. And a switch here also for Hartford. Jemison's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Boston trails by 9. Money passes to Lewis. Knight sets the pick for Lewis. To the wing on the left. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. Pass to Bertans. On deep. Hartford with the rebound. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Jemison. Lewis covering. The hook. And it's Jemison missing. Here's Money. Mays with the rebound. Here's Jemison. Lewis covering. Pass to Uwoma. Jenkins with it. Here's Nora. And good. Got the bounce on the right side of the rim. Nora's got his first bucket of the night. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So Boston ends up going with a new group. For Hartford, we see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that. At one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Hartford leading by 9. There's 1:54 left in the fourth. Pass to Jay. And it's sent back by White. To the paint. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
1:32 left here in the fourth quarter. They set the screen. Shea outside. Hartford needs to get off a shot here. It doesn't go for him. Boston trails by 7. Shot from 16. Here's White, and White with the step.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Shea outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Personal foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Number 10.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Hartford.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
Another thing they've done well tonight is the work at the free throw line. They seem like a little thing, but boy, it can pay big dividends.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Moving in. Comes up empty down low. Hartford on offense. They've led by as many as 11 points. Three-pointer, Willis. He can't get that one.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
With the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
Thank you for coming out and supporting your team. Please drive home safely, and we hope to see you again at the next event.
Kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.